episode is brought to you by GameFound. Create a free pledge manager for your project.
Happy New Year! I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. Hello.
I'm Mike DeLisio. Welcome.
Folks, welcome to Crowdsurfing. This is a show that is all about Kickstarters and, well, also GameFound. Projects that are being crowdfunded. We skipped last week. We did skip last week, right?
Oh, we did. You wouldn't know it this week, Tom, but we did skip last week, yes.
Right, we did a 2-week spread, and then I said, all right, let's just skip another week because there wasn't anything on Kickstarter. Then I said, we got to get back to it. We got to talk about the projects. There's still nothing on Kickstarter. Just as a
maybe should have skipped this week, yeah.
But there's some things. At least there's discussion topics. How's that?
Yeah. Again, I will say right now, I don't know why. I feel like maybe some new viewers happen to be watching. I'll say two things. It's the future. Happy 2021 from myself as well. But also, a lot of the show is tongue-in-cheek. If we are picking on things, if we are being mean to projects, it's all meant in the lightest of touches, okay? I'm being silly a lot of the time if I'm talking about something not looking good. I mean, I do mean that, but I also don't care that much. I'm not passionate about it. They can do whatever they want to.
Also, I highly believe you should think about backing all different sorts of Kickstarters. Since a week from yesterday, we'll be launching our own Kickstarter for Dice Tower 21. That's coming up noon next Tuesday. So we hope that you swing by there. Lots of cool things. Keep an eye on our Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. And we're slowly talking a little bit about some of it.
All right.
With that being said, here we go. Starting with something I actually think is pretty cool looking, and that is dice.
Because I hate it. I hate everything about it.
When we're leading with dice, you know we got something going on here this week. All right, let's go, Tom.
So you like
let's
them. Okay, go ahead, Tom. You talk
about it.
Let me
get my caveat here for people who are also might be new. We only talk about games ending in the next 10 days or so. Games that end after that or things that end after that, we'll talk about in the next week's show. So don't worry about it.
Right.
That being said, okay, so these are called the SkullSplitter dice. I think that's just the name of the company. I'm not really sure why they're called. Are you supposed to throw these at people?
Yeah, I'm confused though. They're also called Blue. It's also the company is Blue Shift 9 LLC over here on the side.
Hey, these guys are from Florida, man.
Yeah, it might just be a different line of dice because they're saying that this one they're going for more of the matte finish. Maybe this is what they're calling their matte finish dice, these SkullSplitters. Who knows?
So you like them?
Matte finish. Oh. It's not. No one calls it matte finish. It's frosted.
It says right on their campaign page, Tom. It says
that,
frosted.
But that's stupid terminology. It's frosted matte finish.
Look, talk to SkullSplitter, Tom, if you dare.
Yeah, they wrote it on their Kickstarter, Tom. I mean, so you do like these. What do you like about them?
I tend to like frosted dice. There's something about frosted dice that it gives them a good look. Now, not all of them.
Look, I prefer matte dice myself, Tom, but you go with frosted if you like. That's fine.
I think some of these should have a black inking. But like the purple gold one looks pretty good. The yellow one, I like the orange one. I don't know. I just think they look fine.
What I found interesting, Tom, is I know you're a mathematics teacher. You are a teacher of mathematics. So if we look at the different pledge levels. Well, if you didn't know what you want to talk, the $17 for a dice set, right? Which I think is a pretty reasonable price.
It's a little high, but yeah, okay, it's reasonable.
Okay. Once you go beyond that, now you're looking at $16 a set, right? For the 2 dice sets. And it stays pretty consistent, right?
That's 48. 4
okay,
sets.
let's do your math. Okay.
580.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 6 is 96.
Uh-huh.
And they jumped to 8 for 128.
Right.
10 for 160.
Okay.
12 for 196. Wait, what?
No, wait a minute now. 196, that's not $16, Tom.
Okay, I'm confused.
What? 196 divided by 12, Tom,
I'm not
is
confused about
what?
the math. Get out of my face. I'm confused about how you spent enough time on this page to figure this out.
I wanted to see if they were ever going to get to a point where it was not at $16, and they did at 12.
So bored.
If you buy 12, they're $18 each for the extra 2 sets.
They're $16.333. Now, that being said, you actually can get them for significantly cheaper if you go down a little bit more. I think you can get them for $14. Not there, right there.
80 sets?
Yes.
If you're buying 80 sets, you're a store, or else you
I should say best value. Right. Okay, there you go. There's your value right there. 80 sets for $1,150.
Oh, you missed the $15 set.
Well, that's
Bird.
Here's the thing, folks. This is the most interesting conversation we're going to have on today's show.
I was digging deep. Yeah.
You were really digging deep. I will say, Tom, about these, I don't like them. I think the legibility is terrible. And I also these don't scream SkullSplitter. I mean, they look like fairy dice or like moon glow, sprite dust. But they're not going for any of that. They're doing all this hardcore, grim, dark Viking stuff. What? They look nothing like that. Also, they're using a logo, their own logo in the video. And in that logo, see, this is my deep dig. It's misspelled. It says SkullSplitter with a single T.
Oh, my word. Okay, guys, come on now.
There's a hidden puzzle here.
There's something going on.
We're going to talk about every project. All right, next.
There we go. Okay, I can spend about an hour and a half on this 4-minute video that was at the beginning of this, Tom, but go ahead.
This is diced cheese. It's Nacho ordinary dice game with a queen standing in front of a pile of games bought from their local thrift store.
Correct.
Because that's definitely what that pile of games is.
Yes. If you're a fan of cheese-based puns, then I would say please take 4 minutes out of your day and watch this intro video. There's a lot of cheese-based puns in there. The game itself doesn't look
I like
there's
cheese, actually.
Well, I think that the actual
like
components are pretty nifty, I suppose. I don't know, and I like the packaging.
I would buy this, Mike. I really would.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why? Why encourage this behavior?
No, I'm not encouraging. I wouldn't buy it for the game. But if I went to like the, your local, weird gift store and they had a little thing of cheese there, I would say, I bet I could use that in a game somewhere, and I would buy it.
Yeah.
I know I would. I also love cheese.
You are encouraging these people to put the fact that their terrible game looks like
also,
cheese
over
like the fact that the game, maybe they could have worked on it and made it a little bit better. I'm sorry. This game is terrible. This is like Pass the Pigs, but worse.
Yeah, it looks awful.
I'm not arguing
Yeah.
I do not reward this kind of behavior. I'm sorry. No.
Listen, I would buy the cheese. I'm saying if it didn't have a game with it, I would consider it.
Go buy real cheese. I'll buy you cheese. Next time I see you, I'm bringing you cheese.
You should consider it then, Tom, because there is no game with it. So go ahead and buy it because you don't have to worry about that.
This reminds me of those people who made the Christmas tree meeples.
Yes.
And made a game. Yeah. I thought the same thing here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No Motherland Without. All right, make fun of this one, guys.
No.
This gives me a bit of just by the look of the cards and maybe the way it plays, it almost seems like maybe a streamlined Twilight Struggle type of a game.
Really looks like it in some ways.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Not my typical style of game, but I do like the fact that this is a theme that has not been, I think, overused. It's basically the Kim dynasty versus the West. That's an interesting topic to explore, I think. I don't, typically play these types of games, but
this is clearly none of us particularly are into this theme, this game style.
I'm actually interested in this theme.
No one here is interested in this. You know what this game is severely missing, though? Cheese.
It is.
Where's the cheese?
Lack of cheese.
But
There is a
listen,
distinct lack
someone
of
just said in
cheese.
the comments, and it's true. It's weird that in the year 2021, they have to advertise Mount It Map.
It's true, though. It's
That
true
you
because,
have to do that at this point in time.
well, with war games, though, I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I do think that that's becoming, you know.
I'm sorry. It's not that hard to print a board. Print a board.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
I think it's interesting. All right. I might play it just a Spike Z. Okay, so here's a really weird project. Card Rails, a 54-card cube Rails game. So I read a series of, this guy wrote a little bit about this game. I don't know if he wrote it in the project, but he's making 100 copies of the game. It's something that Kickstarter did, where it's like something that they had make 100 copies. So if you look here, it's 100 copies. He said that's all the copies he made, and that's all he'll ever make. And if you don't get them, sorry, you can print and play it, which 215 people did. That's just a weird thing. That's a weird restriction to put on yourself. He's like, publishers come knock on my door, and I'm like, well, maybe if you called your game not two of the most commonly used words in board gaming smashed together.
Here's the thing, though, Tom. From what I understand of this, and I only know this based on what I actually saw on I think Twitter, he sold those copies really quickly. Like I think that there are some people, this is going for a kind of a niche audience, right? They were very excited about it. The people that were interested in it were very excited about it. I guess, this Make 100 project.
It's 100 copies. I can sell 100 copies to any audience. I mean, anything to any audience if I find that audience. If I limit it, I say it's limited.
Yeah.
I can sell 100 quickly. I mean, literally of anything. If I say this will never be available again, that's enough fear to sell 100 of anything.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean,
I guess it is, other than the fact that the game components consist of cards and cubes. And so to me, even the quote unquote physical project is not much more than a print and play project to begin with.
You're right. It's basically him putting together the stuff. It's something that if you told me, Tom, you had to produce this game, I'd sit there and go, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could make this happen.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's something different. I don't think it's that big of a, I don't know that it's a negative thing. I do think that I wouldn't want to see it happen a lot because, if you're not able to get a hold of it, you might be disappointed, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've not played anything else that he has done. All right. This is a week for small things. We got Postcard board games.
This one's even cheaper than that previous one.
Yeah.
Many board games that you can mail to your friends because you don't want to play them.
Tom, you and I today were having a discussion about postcards. Do you remember that? It was not even 2 hours ago.
That's true. I was saying how I couldn't remember the last time I sent someone a postcard. And
right.
I take a picture of my phone and just send it to them.
Right.
Sure.
Wish you were
Does
here.
anyone use postcards anymore? I don't think so.
The thing to do,
what is the postage for a postcard? Do you even know?
What's the postage?
Like, how much does it cost to send a postcard?
I don't know. As much as a letter, right? I don't know.
No, it's always cheaper.
I think you have to use one of those forever stamps now, Tom. I don't think it matters.
Oh, really? It's the same cost?
I think.
I'll tell you what. I had a good idea just now for a good app on your phone. This might be a thing, but an app on your phone
cents.
Where you can take a picture and the app will make it a virtual postcard. So you take the picture and then you can write on it and send someone like a file, email it to them or something. And it's a virtual postcard.
You better patent that now live while we're doing this.
Mike, you're wrong. It's 35 cents for a postcard, 50 cents for a letter.
I refuse to believe that.
I just looked it up. It was actual fact. It says it here on
I was wrong about the SkullSplitter conversation. This is the most interesting conversation we've had. How much does a
let's talk about the games.
cost?
Let's talk about the games.
Yes.
We got.
There's nothing to talk about. There is no information here.
That's true. There's like quotes. Why do they have a quote?
Yeah. They have a little description.
I'll tell you what, I would rather play the button shy games over these because I feel like there's more effort put into those.
I want to say that there was something like this before. I want to say it was even TMG that did it years ago. Didn't they have postcard games or something along those lines?
I don't know.
I may be misremembering, but I thought there was something like this quite a few
there
years back.
was. And it's not the last time. I guarantee you in the future, we'll do another postcard games Kickstarter. Let's move on.
I will say this is very inexpensive. It was like $4. Something
Okay,
like,
there's that.
$5. They're ridiculously cheap. So there is that.
Yes.
Boxes of Holding, which is on the list because, well, I needed to fill it up. So it's a box that holds dice. I don't know what else.
It's a box, folks.
I don't really care for these because it seems very limiting. The size of dice you can put in it. I don't know. I don't even think they look that good. Do you?
It would be nice if the lid also had padding. That seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Plus, if the lid had padding.
You can get it as an add-on, I guess.
I don't want purple suede. That looks
what do you want to choose? All right, let's move on. Oh, okay. Here's something interesting.
Yeah.
Valda, Rise of the Giants, and Ragnarok. This is an expansion to the successful game Valda, which I don't think I've played. Have you guys?
I've never heard of it till today.
I had never heard of it, and then I was like, why haven't I heard of it? Because I think it looks pretty cool, actually.
And it's very successful. I mean, really successful, according to this guy who made it.
Right. Well,
this art is. I really like this art.
I do too. I think the art is fantastic.
Hang on, I'm looking it up on Board Game Geek. Valda, it's ranked 6,359. It has 134 ratings.
I wonder if it just didn't get maybe wide distribution in the Americas.
That's what I'm going to guess too.
Yeah, I'm just not familiar with it at all. But I'll tell you, looking at it, it would be a game I would be interested in playing. I don't know a lot about it, just based on what I saw on this.
Can you get the base game?
You can. You can actually get the base game like right now, because I think it shows that it delivers in January.
One physical copy of this and this. What's it with the base game? Here's the base game with all the search goals.
And it says it delivers now.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I'm actually a bit interested in this because I think it looks really good.
I wonder if you can get this with everything and they'll ship you just the base game.
That's the question I had. That was my main question, and I'm betting the answer is no, but maybe there's a way you could work out two-wave shipping.
I'll back the base game, you back the expansions.
And I keep both? I'm down. I like it.
No. That way we could find out if you made a good choice or not after we play the base game. There's less risk.
Right.
We're like, oh, this game sucks. Well, guess you're still getting your...
That's right.
Hey, if you really wanted to do that, Tom, you could back the base game now, then late pledge.
Oh. Look at Z Garcia. That's next level kickstarting, folks.
Today. Two good ideas. One more good idea, and I'm going to sleep. I get 3 every day. That's it.
Okay, actually, though, again, everything else set aside, this looks very interesting to me.
It really does.
It does. I'm a little worried. I'm not sure why the guy is running the Kickstarter himself, like as a first project, because I think the game was kickstarted. Why is the company not just running another Kickstarter for the expansion now?
Again, was the game kickstarted, or was it crowdfunded through a different method?
I don't know, but I thought it was, so... That seems strange, but you're right. It does look good. I'm not quite sure what kind of game it is, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
Right. Master Suites Iron, or I don't know. FE stands for Iron, right?
It does. That is the yeah.
That's small FE though. I don't know.
FE stands for 4th edition.
Oh.
Well, Rado says here he'd play it over Ticket to Ride. That's pretty strong praise, but I don't think Rado's a huge Ticket to Ride guy, though.
That's interesting.
don't-
That's an interesting
I
way
don't
to
like-
quote somebody. I like that.
Yeah.
I could go to someone who hates some popular game and tell them, would you say you'd play this over this game? And they say, yeah, I'd play this over that game. I gotcha. I
Right.
can print that. That sounds good out of context. Think about
That
that.
is.
Kingdom
smart.
Death Monster. Yes. That's funny.
Is
All
this
right.
my third good idea, guys?
It is. I'll tell you what, though, if there's one thing I'm looking for in a game, it's 12 different game modes. That's how I know that I've got issues with this game, Tom.
Cooperative.
I don't
competitive,
like.
solo, double,
Yeah, that's.
triple.
Team game,
That's true.
dexterity game,
I don't believe.
deathmatch. I don't love the art.
I don't
I
like. the
don't
art
like
since
I don't
this-
like the unauthorized LeBron James.
No.
Um, I think that there are some tropes, I'll put it to you that way, that are maybe should have been left in the 1970s in here. I don't know. There's a lot of things about this project that don't strike me very, very positively.
Why is the housewife here using two different color curlers?
She's a rebel.
And then I like this. Like, there's different jobs here. That there's.
Yeah.
And this
Right.
guy, he's not a glutton. He's a moron. No one eats a taco with an ice cream cone in their other hand.
Over a pizza. I thought that was a hamburger, but I think you're right. I think that's a taco.
Oh, that's fantastic. And for dessert, that bow tie.
That's right. And the thief ate the dessert, Z. He can't
Stole
have any
his
dessert
dessert.
because the thief stole it.
I'm
Oh.
confused. Was he at a bakery stealing cupcakes?
It's the Hamburglar, and he just got stuck at the wrong store. I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on here.
I cannot deal with this. This is not a good looking game. It's some sort of silly take that game. It is it's got 12 game modes. That's a huge red flag right there. No,
Yeah.
don't do it.
I'm gonna have to ask Rado why he said this is better than Ticket to Ride, because that's pretty strong.
He probably hates Ticket to Ride. I'm telling you,
Exactly. Exactly right.
it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Meeple Creeple. It's a new dance craze. Do the
Mhm.
Meeple Creeple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't understand
This
the name
one
of it.
this one I put on here mostly because I just wanted to say the name of the game.
it's not a game. It's a thing. It's
The thing, right?
Yeah.
And essentially, it looks like a guy got a 3D printer
Right.
and wants to make meeples.
Yeah. I guess
I
I
might
don't.
be wrong here, but that's definitely what it looks like.
No,
Yeah.
that is absolutely the first thought that came to my mind too. And I guess I just don't understand the application of it. If you were going to use it as a decoration for your game room, maybe. But even that, I think you could probably do better. I just,
But why do you want meeples where you can switch the tops and bottoms?
I don't.
Okay. I mean, it's a kind of idea where if you came to me and said, "I'd like to do that," and I'd be like, "Cool." And what's the? No, it's not cool. Sorry. It'd be
No.
one of those ones where my first thought might be interesting, but not really.
right. This is
Yeah.
a solution looking for a problem. There's no. What's the point? Like, this is great. This is a good idea to be used in a game. This is not something
Right.
you sell as a bit. You
Yeah,
put
I
this in a
think so.
game. There's a game based around this. Now that might be a
Right.
thing.
Well,
Maybe there's
actually,
somebody
Tasty
out
Mitchell
there.
already did it.
What's
Tasty
that?
Mitchell did that. Tasty
They
Mitchell.
had
had-
to plug in. Yeah, you plug in the little things, right?
No,
Yeah.
they had a worker
Or
place
Alien.
the top and the bottom. It would
Uh-huh.
allow it different special abilities based on where you sent it.
Oh, never mind.
Right. I can't remember what that
Good
was
idea.
called. But yeah.
Not original, does not count towards your limit. All
No,
right.
I already had 3, man. I passed out a while ago. Yeah.
All right, so I went hunting down playing cards. Immortals.
You did a terrible job.
Oof.
Well, here's the thing. When I first saw the boxes, I was like,
Mhm.
that looks really good.
Beautiful. Absolutely
And then I
stunning buff.
slid down.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now this is not from the same artist. And then this video is definitely a He-Man video that they never put out in the first place. Yeah,
Um,
the best looking thing here are these boxes. You know,
Those
with the
boxes are great.
foiled boxes. They're stunning. They're beautiful. The artwork. Now this I got to this part and I thought, that's a style, and the deeper I went, though, the worse they got.
I don't like
this guy's face is nightmare, dude. That's rough. And then there's a Minotaur, I think. Look at this.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's
bro.
good. That's good.
That kid has a future.
Also, is it just me, or are the prices on this inordinately high?
What are they? Didn't even look.
Ooh, $45.
$45 for a deck.
Oh, $32.
No, still $32.
Well, let's not jump too high on people who pay that much per a deck of cards.
Well, no, but look, that's for something special. This is.
I'm giving out spoiler hints here, but yes,
foreshadowing. Yeah,
that is foreshadowing.
This is I was very confused about what I would be getting. Also, I think it's a deck of cards.
Do you like these aces though? I think they look pretty good.
The aces look good. I'm telling you, whoever did the graphic design, the pips, the index on the card. Look at these pips. It's good graphic design. If I could change the artwork on the court cards.
Yeah.
This is not the same vibe.
And like you were saying, Z, I'm in a similar situation where it's not just a deck of cards. There's apparently some puzzle game element to it also with an app.
Yeah.
And but I can't figure it out. What it is.
It's not for you.
Well, apparently, but still.
Yeah, it doesn't. I couldn't quite understand what they were selling me. Am I buying a deck of cards? Am I buying an escape room in a box? What is this? Whatever.
It's raised 18,000 though. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not a game, let's move on. What's next?
This is not a game. It's called NoGame.
Truth in advertising.
This is literally just art, I guess, and build your own game.
It's an art project.
It funded though.
The thing though is that it teases to some extent that there is some, again, puzzle or pattern element that you're supposed to figure out. And then once you do, you'll then create a game. I don't exactly know where that connection is.
I don't know that could be made up, Mike. I could say that about anything. Like, here's Mike, here's some stuff. It's actually a real puzzle. And then leave and you spend hours on it and I'm just going, ha ha ha. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Assault, Red Horizon 41. This is war games made in Germany.
Okay.
Which is actually fairly unusual since very few war games are made in Germany.
Right.
It looks okay. I mean, it looks a little old.
What would you guys between this one and the one we saw earlier? What are your thoughts there?
Hands down.
No question. The other
this one, I don't like the graphic design of a lot of this. It looks like older pictures. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It looks dated. It really does.
Alrighty. Upgrade Your Game Season 2. So this one, I've been debating a long time because you all know I really like to upgrade my games.
Right.
So I looked at all these pieces and I was thinking, which ones of those would I like? I like the little Thor hammers, but where would I use those?
Right.
That's the problem I have with a lot of these is I don't know where I would use the pieces.
Yeah.
And
also some of these are pretty... They just feel mass markety. Like, for example, those hearts. I know Kenny bought a bag of those at the dollar store. I know he did.
Right. This is true.
So
some of them look nicer than others. Yeah. Some of them look nicer than others. But you're right. Some of them there's not a lot of consistency. Is kind of the thing. Some of them I think are pretty sharp, and others I think,
Well, okay, that's fine if you can pick and choose. Here's my problem with the project. So I was going to back it. And I saw a pack of coins, and I was like, nah. Get a combination of 6 non-metal resource packs and 2 metal ones. And I was like, oh, that's good, but I think I'd rather get more than that. And then every pledge after this has metal coins. Metal coins. And don't get me wrong, metal coins are cool, but I don't know that I want their metal coins. I already have a ton of metal coins.
Yeah. Honestly, the metal coins are the things that I see here that I'm least impressed with because The metal coin game has been stepped up so much. There are some amazing metal coins that are out there right now. Right. These don't really do a lot for me. So,
yeah, I'm more interested in the other stuff because that's rarer.
Yeah.
And
right.
like I think if I was getting these, I'd get the crates.
The crates are cool.
Yeah, I like the crates. The hourglasses, there's a lot of games that use time tokens, so that might be good. Although I'm wondering how fragile these are.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The bows look like they stole them out of Lego sets.
Right. I'm not big on those. I like the crystal balls.
Those are boats? Oh, bows.
Yeah.
The coal, stone, and wood, those are the ones used most often, but there already is a lot of those resources out there.
Right.
Crystal balls are neat, but how many games use crystal ball as a resource?
Every single game I can put them in. They're cool.
You could use it as magic, Tom, or mana. There's a lot of things you could use those for, I think.
Sure.
The leather looks weird.
What?
The leather resource.
It does look a little odd.
I did not know that was leather. Oh, and also the cloth. I thought that was like a dirty rag. I guess that's what cloth is, right? But that cloth.
Dirty rag resource.
I've been really wanting to replace my dirty rag cardboard resources, so I'm down for that.
Okay, so here's the problem. I'm not on the same page as Z when it comes to replacing resources. Like Z wants them to look like exactly the game is, but I want them to look close. I shouldn't have to, like that sack of food. There's no game that has a resource that looks like a bag of salt unless it's called salt.
Targi, maybe. That's about all, yeah.
Right. I would have to constantly be saying, this is what that is.
Right.
These are two different. I'd rather you get the license for the game and make something specific towards that game.
Right.
I think it's neat. It just, I didn't back it. All right.
That should have been in front of the glutton in that other game. Go ahead.
Our last project here is not from Kickstarter, but from GameFound. We already talked about this before it launched. It is now launched. I think we can successfully call this a success, right?
I think it's doing okay. It might fund, Tom. I think it'll make it.
It's doing well.
Yeah. It's got 21 hours left. We were talking about where we thought it would end. I said 4.6.
Wait a minute.
No, I know you said that, Mike. I'm just messing with you.
I was going to say, you did not say 4.6.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that I was closest on that one, but okay.
I'm going to be optimistic. I'll say 5.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I think it could hit 5 at this point. Yeah.
In 21 hours? That's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, they're doing really well with this. It's a well put together page. They have really a quote from Tom Vassell there that says, I would rather play this than Power Grid. And
but here's what I like about this. I love the menu on the side. You can just jump down to I want to see players and reviews. I want to see the rewards.
Yeah,
and then
great.
When you do a reward, so when you click on choose rewards, they're here with the pictures on them.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. If I go to add pledge, I can go here. It tells you what's in the pledge. I can buy 5 of them, 6 of them. I'm not going to cancel this. No.
Look,
your order has been
5 million.
confirmed.
Suddenly they made it to 5 million.
Congratulations.
Your order has been confirmed, it says here, Tom. Get 10 of those Commander group pledges.
Yeah, this is a really slick interface for one thing. So kudos to the company on that. But also, it's just really well put together, man. It looks so sharp.
So now we wait to see the next company that's not Awakened Realms use this.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is a good start, but it is their own project. They have 25,000 backers. That's nothing to scoff at. That is amazing. And so
we played this game live on the channel if you want to go check that out. And based on that play, Tom, I would like to play this some more. I actually did enjoy that playthrough quite a bit.
Okay. Thanks for if your goal is to go around and just destroy the universe, then yes.
Look, I was the only one that was making any moves, Tom. You were all just sitting back there turtling. I had places to go.
All right, folks.
To explore.
We also have other projects. Remember to send them to me if you get a chance. Today we have Revov coin storage. Messy coins disappear from your home. Because you know that in the coronavirus, if there's one time to collect coins, it's now.
I don't know that I want something telling me that my money is going to actually disappear. That's not a good message. Can you get your money back once you put it in there?
This is literally a bowl.
A jar? Like your coins disappear? Are you kidding me right now? They're selling me a jar. I mean, I understand how the concept of visual acuity works. Once you hide it from view, they disappear.
It has a magnetic rotating lid, which I guess is kind of cool. It ain't $48 cool.
It feels like the lid is floating.
Get out of my house.
I love how they show like no more messy coins around your house, because that's what I do is I just hurl my coins into a big pile on the floor. Like, kids, here.
This isn't even that big.
No.
You can keep dice in it, apparently.
Dice, it's gaming related, and you didn't know it.
Wow.
This is so ridiculous.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I actually buy one of these, I think, at a store, maybe. I'd be like, that's cool if it was $10.
$10,
yeah,
maybe.
Sure. I mean, it's a sleek looking product for like desk apparel or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I could make, for example, Tom, if you give me a Post-it with a message, I could make it disappear. I'd be like, I never got that Post-it.
All right.
Yeah.
So dumb. It's terrible, man.
All right, Mike, what's your pick of the week?
Well, I'm going to take ISS Vanguard out of the mix just because we played that, but I do think that's clearly the best project. I'm going to go with that Valda just because I had never heard of it, and it actually is that what it's called? Yeah, Valda. And I'm actually intrigued on this. I am intrigued on this one. It looks pretty darn good to me.
All right, Z.
No, I refuse.
Well, then
if you forced my hand, if you put, put me in a chokehold, I guess I'd pick this one too. But no, nothing. I pass. Right, well, give me that magnetic disappearing problems jar.
There you go.
This is our pick of the week for all three of us. Again, with all due respect to ISS Vanguard, which is a really cool thing, and so that one is cool. And I'm just impressed with the whole Game Found thing. I hope it does well. We're pushing it with obvious. We do also realize that Game Found, the backer kit part of it, has been supporting this show for the past year. So keep that in mind when I say this, right? Sure. But taking that out of the equation at all, I'm looking at this and it looks really good. I hope it does well. It'll be a nice competitor for Kickstarter, but I think 2021 will tell.
Yeah.
Correct.
Alrighty, folks, if you have weird projects, because I love to spring them on Mike and Z. I need some real, just crazy projects. Send them to me at tom@dicetower.com. But that's it for today. Tomorrow, we got some more videos going up today. And then tomorrow morning, Z and Mike and Mr. Bonacore will be here for Board Game Breakfast. I'm off hitching a child. Wait, is that the right way? I
don't know that's the correct terminology, Tom, but yeah.
I'm selling it. No.
Making a child disappear?
It's called giving away. I feel like I'm getting gypped there. Why? Okay, anyway. My daughter's getting married on Saturday, so I'll be out.
For a large sum of money. For Mr. Castle.
No. the dowry. Here, I'll give you a command pledge level. You
terrible.
That's a joke.
You don't have that many kids where you can be selling them off for pledges. You know what I mean? No.
Yeah, I'm excited, but also that's why I won't be here tomorrow.
It's the first one, Tom. First one getting married.
That's right.
You got a few more of these coming. Get ready.
No one else is currently dating. I'm okay for at least a while. All righty. Thanks, folks, for watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm Mike DeLisio.
Check our Kickstarter out on the 12th. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.